What's up? It's doing that again where it's not showing me the live stream and Streamlabs. It's all good. How's it going, everyone? So here, let me just explain what I'm kind of doing here while we're getting started. I'm going to double check. I think I have to. So I'm testing a couple things. Let's see. The first thing that I'm testing is let me just go check. I'm testing to see with Streamlabs, I'm doing a new vertical horizontal format, and I'm just checking to see lies if it's doing both of them at the same time, which doesn't seem to be yet. Oh yeah, it does. It's just it's weird. Here, look at this. So you see it's doubling up on the thumbnail is very similar to the last one, I know. But it does it. Let me just check. It's working horizontal, vertical. It just the vertical one. I'll ask Streamlabs, but that's working. So let me just update that stuff real quick in the settings here, just so I can get that done. And then what it's doing right now on the screen, though, uh, I was working with Claude Cowork, and I was able to connect Claude Cowork with my Go High Level account. And what I do is like basically I wanted it to send from my domain at jonathandunkerley.com. So I wanted it to send from that domain from High Level. But I wanted to be able to send these draft the emails and send them directly from right here uh, in my, I continue to figure it out, and I have like the first version. I could send an email directly from here, and there's a reason why I want to do that. Hold on, let me do this while I talk, so I'm not getting this done. I gotta. One of the issues is that I discovered that when I do this with the multi-stream, it doesn't update the second stream's like photo, like the thumbnail or any of the info on it. So I like to have at least the thumbnail. I want it to just be. I don't know if it matters. I'm just OCD like that, so I'm just gonna update the thumbnail. But I see that I got and then I want to get the chats so I can see the chats. Everybody, I might be missing chats already. I want to get those up real quick. And then I was also testing a stream to Twitter again, or X. But yeah, it seems to be working pretty well. But let me just update this real quick. But yeah, I guess that what I wanted to chat about is like I've been automating all of these little things that I used to do manually. And we there's I mean, it's everything can't be completely automated yet. We're not there yet. I think it's getting there. We're heading in that direction. So everything's a mess behind me. It's all good. Look at all those things. It's all good. So okay, that's updated. Let me refresh this and see if it did it on YouTube. I'm just learning this myself, and I like figuring these things out and teaching people. But there we go. Updated my thumbnail. I'm just gonna leave the part where it says that it's portrait because why not? It does that. That's not bothering me. Cool. So let me just go ahead and just go to YouTube and pop these on out so I could see the chat. What do I have to do? Just go here. Yeah, I'll just go here. But see, it's still sending it. This is the first real test that I'm doing, but I can see what's working. I don't know if it's extracting the counted remaining IDs. So this is like the first time I've run the test conversation. So it's sending. I don't want to. So it looks like I had some sort of error doing this. It worked on the first one. So yeah, this is why I test these things. So I'm working on this automation, and apparently there's an error somewhere along the line. Darn it. It's all good. I'm not sad. But that's why we figure out the problem. But I do have the integration because look at now. Come here. to connectors, and I have go high level, and then my domain. I gave it that custom name. Here, let me just pop up. I want to make sure that I have my chats up. Come here to connectors, and I have go high level. Mute me. Cool. Wait, I don't have to do that. I'm taking way too long doing this. Sorry. Way too long. That's why I need to do more automations. You know what I'm saying? And this monitor I'm using is kind of old. Kind of sad. It's kind of sad. Okay, what's up, Cheer? So good to see you. Sorry, I just got the chat up just now. What's up, Cheer? Cheer lover. There you go. That's solved. I don't feel bad about that. Cool. So yeah, I guess it's not really count total contract ID. Well, we actually work on this a little bit since we're here, and I don't think that. How about this? I'm going to stop this. So, it's like I want to make sure. Like we had. Hello, cards with me. What's up? I'm just doing some vibe coding. So what I'm doing, if you want access to this, the code that I use to do this and the instructions, I'm throwing it. It's in my, I just have it in a Google sheet. You can grab it. It's either in the link in the description. AI profit checklist is that link that's up on the screen, and if you just grab it, it will just send you that. It will send you that link, and right here at the bottom, I have a thing that is Claude desktop connections. So I got the first one that I just added in here, and pretty clear instructions, I think, in order to add it. I got the connections, and it's just getting it to fill in the gap. So what it does is it creates a server, or there's a server that high level hosts, and you just need to create. There's a key that you have to create with high level. What is it called? It's a private integration key, and you get that, and then you put in you have like a high level what is it called, their location ID, which you get both of those from high level. I'm going to make a video on how to do it as well, and then you just replace the name right here, bearer. Shout you out. Yeah, I'm definitely shout you out. Cards with me. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. Ooh, thanks for yep. I'm just doing some vibe coding, and good to have you hanging with me while I'm doing it. Woo. There we go. Okay, so you would take this and you would go over to. I'm not going to go and do all of it because it would show private information. But if you go over here and come down to your settings, and you would come down to developer, and under developer, that's where you just find a link that will take you to the file where you'll have to add this in. You add your high level information, both the two pieces of information you need from them, and it will then connect you directly to their server, and you could have access to your all of your data. Which the thing that excites me about is that I can get all my email analytics. So now I can get the AI to go and study my emails so I can improve them, and that's kind of the whole idea of what I want to do with this, all these automations. Yeah, thanks again, Share Lover, or is it Cheer Lover? Is it Cheer? Cards with me. What's up? How's it going? So if you add that in, but I do have the instructions. I put it together. It's pretty clear. I also tried to make it informative so people would know exactly what a MCP server is. And I'm going to make a video. But but I can't do it live just because it shows private information that people don't want to share. Understandably. Cool. So let's just go ahead and go back to our chat. Is this the one that was? So I was generating my live stream and the whole thing. Here's my plan. What I'm working on. Basically, I want to have an entire wait, an entire flow where I can just open up a chat, tell it a few sentences about what I want to go live on. So that's the flow that I'm working out right now, and I'm filling in the gaps. It's already easier for me to use, but I take in this time I was as specific as I could. I give it as much information. If I don't give it the information, it will ask the questions to fill in the gaps. But I tell it, okay, I want to have I want to set up my next live stream. I need multiple title suggestions. It would have given me that anyways, because I have it baked in. This was my last one for context, so I gave it my last title just so it would know. As you update the analytics, it's going to be able to continuously grab updated data. I already have an automation where it grabs the analytics from YouTube Studio through the browser, but I'm trying to find like a back end, maybe a server like solution like this, where I don't have to actually have it go to the browser. So anything it can, I have it go to the browser, but any integration that I could figure out, I'm just going to use that. So I had it do that. I told it the channel that I was making for. So I had like the two channels that I'm actively working on. And I told it no need to schedule it for me because it would schedule it for me otherwise, because I was just doing this manually myself right now. But and then it actually got confused because I moved the folder. I'm trying to figure like that's something that's kind of a little frustrating that it does. But so I moved the folder from one of my other folders, and I needed to make sure it had that context. So I need to bake that in that it really understands where the channel context is. But once I reminded it where it was, it got all caught back up, and here we are with our title ideas. So I got all that. And once I picked my title idea, it gave me my description. Or once you went with my title, it wrote a SEO optimized description, filled this in. So now I could either, if I had it auto schedule it, I would have it go and grab this description and throw it into the description field for my live stream, like what I'm doing right now. Which again, oh man, I forgot to go check and see if I'm live on X. I forgot to go check. Sorry, I'm distracted. I was testing. It says I'm live. Let's see. Okay, and it used the actual title that I wanted. Good. Okay, they fixed that. It's all good. Okay, perfect. All good. No worries. Okay, so it gave me my description, and then a lot of people don't use these all the time, but they gave me my video tags, and I use them on live streams. Why not? It's giving more information. Then it creates, and I'm still fine tuning what I will tell it that it is a good. I haven't really dove into these two yet, but I have it give me a Twitter or an X post that I could use to promote the live, and then I have it give it like a Facebook one that is also meant to support promote the live. And I could go promote those manually right now, but I'm still working on the X and the Facebook automations, so it will go and engage and promote my live while I'm live. That's the underlying goal here. So it's good. And then it said let's pick the thumbnail. So I actually just went and created my own thumbnail, and I gave it a copy and says got it. And then it gave me subject line option, like suggestions for the email. And the email actually turned out pretty good on its first generation. There were a few notes that I had because this is just me kind of crafting my first emails in this way. So I gave it an example. So then it made some updates, and it included things like the contact first name, which means that when it sends it out, it's going to grab the contact's first name from the code, and at least I hope, it should actually do it. Well, I guess we'll see. See, I don't think I actually got the email, so I don't think it actually worked. It's okay. All good. But what I did is I got it to actually craft the email that I wanted, and I even just was asking about the breaking, and I was questioning it about its formatting because I'm still building. I need to figure out how to actually lock in a permanent template because I want to have a consistent look, right? So got everything I need, total contacts. So from this email, it has the contacts. Now it's ready, and then what I'm working on, and this is another step in the path. I'm kind of like bouncing around in this workflow and filling in and automating different parts, but the ideal end to it will be is if I do it through Streamlabs. I'm not sure. I'm looking into if there's a way that I could trigger something in Streamlabs with like a plugin or whatever it is. I want to be able to just hit live in Streamlabs, and I want it to send out the email. Now, the limitation is like you can come here in Claude and you can go to schedule, and I have a couple. I haven't really dove too deep into this yet, just because I haven't really fully fleshed out my workflow. But I could say like a new task, give it a name, description, and then you give the prompt. Then you give it how frequent you want this to go on. Say manual, hourly, daily, weekly, or weekdays, weekly. More options. You could do default models, claw as a opus, sonnet, or haiku. Just how much you want it to actually use of your usage is kind of a good way to think about it for this. So maybe sonnet, if it's not going to be using anything to do stuff. But the thing is, like, you could there might be things that are more task intensive, like basic automations. You might even just be able to use the like haiku, which is the cheapest one. Save on those credits, and then see I have like my folder here, and I just have it on my desktop at the moment, and I would just give access to it. And so I see how right now I'm on a laptop, so it's like I might not have my computer sitting there on all the time, so there's that limitation, which kind of sucks a little bit on that front. But let me check something. Eh. Ah. Uh, there we go. So, but I'm not going to set these right now. I'm focusing on fine tuning my. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so point is now I have my email, and I was able to hit send, and it had its issues that we then canceled. So now I'm just going to be able to come here and say, okay, so I say looks like we had some issues with the go high level email sending. So this is like the thing I like about vibe coding. You just you say kind of like what your issue is, I guess, or what you're going to do, and you just do it. Okay, and it just fixes it. Like it's your assistant. You just normal English. Some issues. Okay, first off, it should send like a one-time campaign email sends in high level. So the reason why I'm just using the same chat is it has all the context of the of the mistakes that happened. So I'm just going to continue working on it in this chat. And I already got all the information that I needed to connect it. So now I can work on this. And what is a one-to-one conversation sender? It's not the same as high levels marketing. So it was trying to send a one-to-one email. That's what, okay. So it was using the wrong type of email send. Come on, bot. Respecting the CPM tool. It wants me to do it directly in their thing because I didn't want to do that. That was the whole point. All right, we'll see. Maybe I can. Okay. At least get it to create a draft email in the campaign via the server. Giving it ideas. Sometimes I've found that with AI, like if you have to kind of just like brainstorm with them. Let me know if you're doing any vibe coding or anything like that. You can go do other things. So if you do, like, go and grab this list. And if you have ideas for other integrations like that, I'll go ahead and I'll figure them out. I found somebody's tutorial; it was a little outdated. Their instructions were a little loose. But I will create a video, probably post it on YouTube, and just link to it here. Let's take a look, see what it's telling us. Okay. Pre-built emails. How about that? The new campaign. So it's saying that it would still need to use the browser feature. It's just trying to create a direct integration. Maybe hold on. Can I eat? Go high level and tell you which one to use. Yep. Mm-hmm. So if you want to get any of those resources, just go to aiprofitchecklist.com. I just give you access to this and I'll send you any resources that I get. So Yes, that works here. All right. Well, I'll do that on my own time. That's boring stuff. So let's come back to this chat. It's another thing that I needed to work on for this flow. Doing this. Send a message. Cool. But it formatted it pretty well right here. Grabbed all the links. As long as it formats it well. I just want it to be a smooth flow. Here, let me actually grab. So, okay. Start a new task. Get access to the folder. Okay. Here's what we're going to ask it. We're going to ask it some questions. I feel like I need to grab like a open claw and like let it go and do like autonomous actions or whatever. Mm. Okay. So what am I to do? Okay. What I wanted, affiliate link for the lead magnet. Lost my train of thought. So it would need all of it. Oh, that's right. With the high level. Can we get all of the email? We get all the email analytics. We learn how to spell analytics. There you go. So we can study our improve our emails ability. All that good stuff. Stuck stuff. I don't even know what I'm saying. Cool. Let's see what it tells us. Great question. Let me be upfront about what the current can pull email templates. Full list of our. So it could send emails with this connector, but okay. Conversation message history. Okay. Filter. Okay. Okay. So it's not going to get me all the. I can pull all your email. So what I'd say, it's from what I'm reading, it's more for like the direct conversations, one-on-one. So it'd be like if you have a client that you wanted to send a message to, I could see how it. Don't know how it's gonna if it's gonna work with this integration for my live stream email based off of what I'm reading here. So it would need Claude in Chrome to navigate. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that's a bummer. I'm sure there's another way to do it, but this will actually allow you to. It's more of it in like not for the leads, but more for just I could like if you're my client, I could say go send an email to so and so. I could see how it could really be used for. Okay, so I could see this integration could easily be used if I wanted to just write all of my business emails in here, and I could say, "Here's my email sending client," basically. I wonder if I could just. I wonder how you. I mean, you could integrate Gmail directly anyway, so I'm sure you could just have. But you would just. It's just a way for you to integrate their email services, but not control everything, which is bummer. But maybe there's other ways. I'll figure them out, and I'll tell you. Figure them out, and I will tell you. I'm liking this. Okay, let's try and see. I don't want to do that right now. So let's do a little research then. Maybe I'd try something like that. Actually, what I wanted to do was like maybe I should try this in a different chatbot just to see. Just to see. I don't think it's in this particular one. It's in ChatGPT. Oh, ChatGPT. You want to go to some on ChatGPT? I want to go to ChatGPT. I want to ChatGPT. Okay. Might as well try a different AI for the moment since I'm just not technically vibe coding at the moment. I'm just going to do a little bit of research. So I want, I don't know. Why not do this? Let's dictate. All right. I need you to do a deep dive into uh, I need you to do a deep dive into telling me like all of the directories where I could find all of the useful skills, workflows, and stuff, free or paid, for Claude Code or Claude Cowork. Basically, Claude Desktop. I want you to go and find where I could have ready to go business in a box skills that I could take and I could use to integrate into my existing business to complete tasks or to complete different things. So I want to have the most comprehensive directory of all of the Claude skills and plugins and all of the resources that I could use to quite literally create a AI agency level uh, automations to run a business for me using Claude as the AI brain. All right, give it some of that. Let's see what he tells us. So I'm gonna let it think first, and then I was thinking, let's do extended thinking. And after it's done, I think I could do like deep research. Like I haven't done deep research in a while, so my like I'm gonna let it think for a while. But I mean, like the reason why I'm thinking about that is if there's something that's already been created, there's no reason for me to start from scratch. So what I've seen other people doing, and which I think is smart, is so they you have an idea and you go find somebody else's skill that they've created. You drop it and you say, hey, here's the skill that I like. Let's use this as a starting point. It will take that skill and basically reverse engineer it for you. So I think that that's kind of cool. And then you make it custom for what you need. Oh, okay. Did it stop? Okay. No, it's still thinking. Uh, a useful finder because it splits across. Okay. Easier and co-work plugins, scheduled tasks, Docs, Anthropic, GitHub. I mean, it's already doing a pretty deep one. It's gonna be able to help me, but meow. See, I didn't even check. What a jerk. I didn't even check to see if anybody's chatting with me on X because I don't have that chat up. Sorry. Open my stream. Nobody. Not a one. It's okay. I forgive you. I got 2 hearts though on X. And a comment. Somebody commented. Oh, it's Bearded. The Bearded of the Bong Mans. He commented. He said, "Let's go." He's doing all the stuff. What's up, Bearded? Let me give you a heart on your comment. Okay. Ooh, no, it's still thinking. Extended thinking. Okay. See, there's other MCP servers that bundles. And this is kind of like why I still keep. I'm finding that Claude is like my coding ecosystem. I know that we also have like what is it, Codex as well. It's available to us to code with right now, and then Google anti gravity and all these. Like, there's a whole bunch of options, but I'm enjoying this, and like I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole. But if there's something besides Claude that I need to use, then I'm going to use it. But I could see how a whole layer of the ecosystem, like what I've found, is that with AI, it's like you have to kind of structure it like a regular business. So if you could have it replace all the roles in a business, businesses run well for a reason. So if you think of yourself as like the top level person with all these things. You have like the person at the very top that is the CEO of a company or like the owner who their word is, like the word of the spoken word. They say it and that's what it is. Um, and I think that would be kind of you in that ecosystem. And then you have a board, which could be like one layer of AI managers, you can call them. And I kind of think of that like could be OpenClaw, like the thing that's managing other things. And then you could even have another layer of managers if you want, have managers managing managers that go out and send the workers, which are the AI agents or the automations that you can create in things like Claude Code and Claude Cowork. So that's kind of like what what I'm thinking, kind of is the way that it's looking for me. So, ooh, so gave me some here. I have it read it to me. Read aloud. Can you hear me?
I'm mapping this in layers, so it's actually useful. Official Claude desktop plus MCP sources first, then curated directories, then workflow automation ecosystems, then the best business in a box
Read it.
stacks you could plug into an agency setup. After that, I'll turn it into a ranked directory with notes on what each one is best for. A useful early finding: the ecosystem is split across 4 different things, and people mix them up constantly. Skills are reusable instructions, MCP servers are the actual tool connections, desktop extensions make installing some MCPs easier, and Cowork plugins scheduled tasks are the orchestration layer inside Claude's desktop experience. Here's the real
Connections are
deep
just
dive
like
answer. If your goal is to turn
permanent
Claude Desktop, Claude
MCP
Code, or
servers.
Cowork into the AI brain of an agency style business, don't think in terms of one magical plugin store. The ecosystem is now spread across several layers.
Yep.
1. Skills for repeatable playbooks and SOPs.
Oh no, it failed. Guess I can't just have it start where it left off. Damn. Um, for actual tools, access and app integrations, desktop extensions, Google Claude official. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Let's take a look at this. I'm gonna have a bunch of tabs. So available for use code. Format. So they don't really have, they have example skills where you could upload your own, but it looks like for enterprise they have something, but skills. Okay, so official registry. Let's take a look. Well, we got the official MCP registry. Okay. 44 judge. AI powered trading strategies developer backends to look deep. Personal context management for AI assistants. I can figure out what these all do. Like, y'all have GitHub, so okay. I can dive deeper into it. If you want a serious current. Okay. Anthropic's official remote MCV server page. Let's take a look at that. Anthropic has an official page that's remote. Okay. Oh, there we go. I think that these have actual connections. These are, you don't need to have any of these because these have official connections with, I believe if I go here, go to connections and settings, connectors, go to, so like you see Canva, that was one. I gotta do these connections. These are actually added recently. So see, that's the right there. There's my go high level info. So I added a custom connector, but I could browse the connectors. But all these ones, Gmail. So see, I'm just going to be able to have it like go through all my Gmails, Google Calendar, and I probably want to get it. What I probably should do is create a connector where it syncs my Google Calendar with my Google my mail. But yeah, so the point is there's a whole bunch of them that are already available natively. Like if I want to click this, I just have to actually punch in my server. Boom, boom. See, Notion. Probably give me a login to log into Notion. Yep. But there's a whole bunch of them that already exist. That's all that this is. It's just a bunch these servers that they already approve of them natively. Is the see for different use cases. Stripe. So if you're trying to add any autonomous marketing to transfer how you work, see that's actually see right there autonomous marketing. That's actually there needs to be an official. I mean, like this is active campaign, which is sort of like high level but different. But it's kind of frustrating that they don't have an active official. Maybe it's something to hound high level over, and they could actually give us a direct integration. But look, PayPal for payments, all these things, they're directly integrated. These ones are all directly featured. Smaller list if you want to see what's actually featured. But see, I clicked them. I clicked it, and now it's showing up here. The nag screen. Cool. All right, let's go to the next one. So I already got the official. Okay, and then we have the sample skill repo. Here, let's take a look. And like I said, if you have any of these skills and you could have it kind of reverse engineer it. Skill file. So this is an example of a skill. Not really. That's not really a resource. Cowork plugin marketplace and GitHub syncing plugins. It's probably all right. Not quite what I was looking for either. So community directories. So let's just go through these. Okay. This is not really useful to me. That's useful. This is a little bit useful. I don't even know. I keep an eye on that just to how to create a skill. I know that. It's just release notes. None of that's important to me. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. But I'm just trying to go through this myself. Okay. So these are not equal in quality, but they are the fastest ways to discover. So it's GitHub. It's open protocol that enables AI models to local and remote sources. Okay. We now have a web-based directory. Okay, so it's all broken. It's a big, nice, long list right here. You can see what, okay, art and culture, cloud platforms. Let's try that. Server implements forever landing host enable. Let's deploy AI generated code to centralized storage networks. Like, okay, so all these little implications, like all these little use cases. Just to find them, I have to look. I mean, look through them, go through the operating systems, other tools. Text to, let's take a look at text to speech. Let's see what that's going to give us. Interesting. So, high quality text to speech and text to voice output using Daisy system, supporting text to speech. It's OpenAI compatible. Server that uses open text to MP3s on a local driver. This service provides fast and reliable transcriptions from audio and video files and voice. It is an LLM. See, that might, if I need to get transcriptions, I could just get transcriptions with that. These are all, yeah, cool. What other categories we got here? Here we go. Multimedia. These are things that I might actually want to look at. Something for AI powered video editing, NCP, operations, rendering. Okay, generates presentation in BFTs, operation, a framework that seemingly converts flows, code. If you want to have a way to create GIFs out of your videos, there's a way to do it there. There's ZapCap API provides video caption and B-roll generation via natural language. Jeez. AI podcast editing as a service, upload raw audio and submit a URL, get back edited episodes with filler words removed, noise reduction. It's basically kind of like a basic version of what Descript does. Oop, where did that go? Okay. Where do you go? There you are. You're back. Moved. There we go. We have AI generation, Flux, VO, and Suno. Oh, so there we go. That's actually something I'm with cost control, pre-commit pricing, budget enforcement, reserve burn, refund billing. So Suno is AI voice, or not voice, music, which I guess is voice too. Base imagery. Let me know if you have any use cases that you try and do with like video editing or what. So I'm just looking through these. They're pretty cool. To examine image metadata. Foundations. Cool. Yeah, images. So computer vision based source. Sonos. Oh, is that Sonos or Suno? When I was looking at earlier, say Sonos. That's Suno. This is Sonos. Search and discover movies and TV shows with torrent links, qualities, scoring, streaming. Hey, there you go. If I want to just create like a torrent finder, so anytime I want a movie, not telling you anytime I want to have a movie I've already paid for and I just can't find it on my shelf and I need another copy is what I mean. So I actually do buy all my movies. Just I still rip them and I put them on a hard drive though, just as a backup. And it's sometimes easier to watch it that way. You just access the hard drive. You have to look for the disc. Editing server with advanced operating, including trimming, merging, effects overlays. See, these are the things that I actually could potentially use for this one looks when I eventually get my pipeline, because what I'd like to do is eventually get a high quality video pipeline using things like Remotion. And I suppose installing these things, what it seems like it's becoming is I could quite literally just grab the the link and go over here and if let me see video edit. Let me take a look at what it actually does. Okay. Okay, it's good for converting a video to grayscale, and it gave him a link. Okay, well, it grayscaled the video. I don't know if that's the most impressive use case. Trim, merge, resize, crop, rotate video, effects, speed control, fade in and out, grayscale, mirror, overlays, add text, image, overlays, format conversion, convert between formats with codecs, frame operations, processing, extract, trim, loop, solve, control, adjust levels, fade in and out, audio mixing, download, Python or higher, movie pie, yeah, for Claude desktop and cursor. Why don't we do this? Let's just go ahead and do the dope stuff and do this one, since this actually seems like one that I definitely would use. What are the current reviews and thoughts of this one? You want to create a faceless video generation channel? Well, I'm working on like doing more of that myself. A couple tools that I for what Bungie, uh, a couple tools that I'm actually testing right now. One is Remotion, and you could do that using Claude Code, and it would install it, and it's a plugin. You can take your script, and then also you pair that. It would be kind of like a infographic type videos, all animated, and those would be created automatically. Like the thing that I tell you right now about AI video generated channels is I'd say it's not 1,000% automated at this point, not yet. I think that we're going to get there, but what you still need to have the human touch at a certain parts. Like it may generate all the pieces, but you still might need to go into CapCut and kind of assemble it. Uh, but using things like Remotion to actually create the videos is probably a good bet for you. Uh, Also, an easy thing to do would be using a tool like Descript. See, like it's again, it does still take some time. It's not gonna channel. It's not going to be completely done. You could generate the stuff. You create a script, and then you take the footage, and you could either generate it directly in these editing tools or use things like I know that Grok is a good one to use because it has a flat fee, and you could just keep generate every single video in Grok in their Imagine, and then take that and put it in your project and not generate it and not use all the credits. Like here in Descript, if I wanted to say generate down, where is it down here? I can come here. Where I might have lost. I pull down too low. Why are we blind? Generate media. They changed their layout. It used to be so I can come here and I could generate an image or generate a video. You pick the image model. It takes a certain amount of the credits from the company or from the tool. Same thing here. Obviously, videos are going to take a lot more. You go down to something like VO3 or Sora, it's going to take a lot more. But if you go down, I don't even know if they have Grok in here. They don't even have Grok. Grok seems to be the most cost efficient. Part of the reason why they don't always have Grok also is because love or hate the company, like here with them. But they have a most are like 30-second videos. Well, there is a hack to the 30-second video thing, and I'll show you in a second, actually. I could actually just show you in here. Let me find if I... Am I logged into Grok? I am. Okay. I can show you now. So let me show you this and just... I'll show you the whole process, actually, of what you could do to create something. And it be longer than 30 seconds. I'll just show you that live. I don't want to get too distracted because I was already doing something. Here, was it this? No, I was doing this. I was thinking about installing this. I had it look it up. I'm checking both the repo itself. I've got basic signal already. It's very popular, widely referenced, but the consistent caution is security and uneven quality because it's still a community list, not a verified app store. Okay, so stability issues. Okay, I'll deal with this later, but I'll install it. I'll do a little bit more research. I don't just want to blind install something, but let me just do this. So I'm going to show you this. Okay, so let's go to Gemini, and let's think of any random. And again, you could start doing these things through Cowork and like stringing these things all together. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So give me a scene from, I say describe like it just whatever the first frame is, like scene from an action movie. I don't know. So, or how about this? Let's try this one. Give me a nano banana. For a 16 by 9 image of a empty bare bedroom. Then give me 5 progressive. I'm just transformation video. 5 video changes. It should show people coming in and out of the room. Room, leaving stuff behind, and it getting messier and messier. You know, another tool that I use for this type of thing is called Algro. There's a link in the description. It's actually a really good tool for reverse engineering these types of videos. But so okay. So if I got this and you're talking, this is just a hack. So you could use two different things to do this. So if you needed a beginning and end point, you could always create something with Google Flow, which is you animate from one, and then you kind of like take your ending frame from that, and you make it the beginning frame, and you kind of like piece them all together, and you can make a longer video just by using something like that. But like this, okay. So now I'm not even going to check everything. So it gave me 5 of those. So let's just do this. I'm going to paste this prompt in here, go to tools. I'm going to create an image, which that will do it with Nano Banana. I don't think it's going to do it with Nano Banana Pro, but it'll give it to me in Nano Banana. So now, once that's done, structured environment. In each video prompt, there should be progression of movement described. It should feel like a time lapse. So, all right, so it gave me this image. For the image prompt, I'm not happy with that. It should be a but clean bedroom. The video prompts should describe it getting the actions that got them there, all as a time lapse. All right, let's try that again. But I'm doing it as a time lapse, but you could do it with anything. Again, you could use Flow. This tool works really well. I mean, I actually have a example. I was testing this one out. I was Nano Banana 2. You can see some of these. Did I actually create the video? I don't know. Did I create the video? Is this the video? Oh, I did create it. See, this is a video I created very similar to what I was talking about. Okay, I made those images with VO3. Or not, VO3. I made it with the flow, but I'm kind of showing you how to do something similar with the thing. So you would just create like every image of a progression. It would take you through it. See, that was only what, 8 seconds long. There you go, and it even generated my new. Okay, this is great. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. Whatever, I got my. All right, saved. Now let's go over to Grok AD Grok. Hmm. There it is. Okay, it is that. Why isn't? Hmm. Oh, really organizing it. Okay, here we go. So now, what did I click? I didn't click Imagine. Now I have to do it again. All right, so I'm gonna pick a 6-second video. Shirt jacket. Every video prompt should be clear. It is a time lapse. Okay, so now there's a pretty make sure. All the time lapses should be the same kind. Flow together. And again, this is part of the reason why I kind of I'm using to move the, how do I remove the video generate? Well, I would just I'd either let me show you actually. So what I do is I end up animating it with the intention of cutting the very beginning off. So like with these ones with flow, I couldn't do that. But the ones with that I do with Grok, I can. So, okay, so now I'm just going to go grab this and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to grab this and let's go and see what we could generate. Oh, wrong one. All right. What we could generate over here. And I have like the basic Grok one, so I could just keep on generating it until. So now let me actually open up another tool. So open up CapCut because I'm just going to use CapCut to quickly put the stuff together real quick. Later, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let me make this a little smaller so everybody could see it. All right. So, and you'll see what I mean. Actually, I'm not sure if there's no motion. I don't know if it's gonna. Okay. Cool. It actually completely took it out. So now here's what we're gonna do. You can do this whichever way you want. I'm just gonna go with this. You just check these prompts one last time. Okay. So let's just download this. See, no image, no watermark. Let me just extend video. Or they changed this stuff. I haven't been in here for a few days now. They change they change everything. How do I download it now? Share link, download. So now it's here. They moved to the other side. So I download that video. I'm just going to go to here and I'm going to, again, you can use whichever tool. I need to create an actual tool that's just going to do this real quick. But it works in VLC. You'll see what I'm going to do in just a second. So what I do is I just open up the video file in VLC, and then I go to the final frame, the last frame, and then you can come up here. Ooh. Video snapshot, boop, and then I shrink it. Cool. Now I can go back over here, and I'm going to again make sure I'm in Imagine. I'm going to not edit image. I'm going to animate an image, and I'm going to this time go and grab. I just drop it. It's frustrating. Did I not just take a screenshot? Oh, it's because it doesn't save it in there. It doesn't. Sorry, I think it saves it in movies. Let's figure it out. But I need to actually take a screenshot and not just like take a screenshot, if you know what I mean. Okay. I think it saves it in pictures. That's why. Kind of the obvious place to save it. Okay. Animate image. Now I go to picture. There. Okay. There we go. Now I would go grab the second one. So you're just going to get an idea of how this is going to work. So I just want you to really understand that. Go back here, and then I would grab the next one. Again, I could have like created a little bit more focused prompt, but now the idea is like there. So now the first one I saved, let's open up CapCut real quick. I'll go grab that file that I need to organize my downloads folder. It's a mess. There's my first file. Drop that there. And so now I should, Amazon telling me my daily deals. Let's go back to Claude. Grok, I mean. Grog. Oh, sounds like it's done. I mean, there are some things that I would have adjusted, like it gave me those ghosty looking people. I would have like had consistent character that I described. Um, things like that. So let me just download this and show you how they would just link together. And now, and you just would rinse and repeat the whole entire process. Just drop that after. So it'd be like, obviously you would want to use different music. And then here, I could adjust the dead frames to right about there. Now, I know that the characters, I could have been a little bit more consistent. Now it looks like a ghost was running around first, but the point is, if I didn't have if I had that same exact character consistency, now I would take that last frame right here, and that would continue from that point. And that's how you can kind of create consistent, because it's the same room. You just had to, it's not, but it's two clips. And the more detailed you are in those prompts, the better. So that's how you would do that. Cool. I'm gonna look deeper into this, but yeah, cool. I got what else was it? Is there any more lists? Oh yeah. Let me finish looking through this. Okay, let's go back to where I was. Okay, this is where I left off. So that's Pipe Dream. This is especially strong for business use cases because it includes many SaaS-oriented integrations. Let's look at that real quick. CRMs. Let's see what CRMs. Changes everything. Nice. This one is practically useful for businesses and agency workflows because the catalog is tagged by use. All right. Take a look. Is that the awesome? Yeah. So database of messaging servers, AI integration, so many things that are already available. It's mind blowing. Some official, some un, which is, there you go. MCP server finder. What is this one? Model context pro server for converting almost anything to so many things. Computer server. Best business in box sources specifically for your use case. And I did this one with ChatGPT, but let's try this before we go because this is not going to finish. So I don't do these nearly enough. Oh, next level. I want you to add all the integrations this is fun. I mean, like, I'm not really going to necessarily follow it, but you never know what ideas this is going to give me. Both official and so it's like right now, take a look at this. The next level, so I'm going to tell it, I want you to design a profitable business that can be run by AI. I currently am using Claude Cowork, but tell me about any other tools or resources we should use. The goal is that this business up running itself from A to Z to build ways to. How would we do it? I don't know. Oh, the GitHub skills link? Sure. Let me just see. Which one are you talking about? Here, I'll just drop a couple into the, let me see. Let's drop them in the chat for you. I don't know if I can click them or not. That's one. That's NPC server finder that I found. Here, let me share these two lists. GitHub lists. Let's see. Share this one too. So there you go. Let me know if you can click those. I don't know if you could always click things that are in the chat. Other ones that I found. So think this one too. This was a good list that I found too. Let's have a good one too. I'll share this one. Yeah, I got you. Like I there's just so much out there. You just don't even know what to look for half the time. Cool. Where was I? Okay. I think that you should be able to click it in the chat. I'm not sure. Let me know if you're able to. If you can't, then I'll find another way to send it to you or something. To manage that, how would we do it? Details. Also, it should be something that can. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I mean, like, I just AI is the best research assistant. The thing that I really love about Claude versus the ChatGPT ecosystem right now is I can quite literally build a brain that like I have a whole entire folder that I'm working out of now on all these projects, and by running it all through here, it's like it just, whether I just tell it focus on this one folder or focus on my entire project, I'm able to let it have context and access to the data that I'm working on, and not just like speculating, or I connected one Google sheet for it to reference, but now it could work on that Google sheet with me, and I think that's very powerful. Okay, so its own VPS. Use any tools we may need. APIs, open claw, DC. What I'm building, right? Like, so what I've been building, this is kind of like a side thing that I'm doing right here in ChatGPT, but what I've been building in Claude was I'm trying to first automate my live stream flow. I wanted to be able to just come to a chat and say I want to go live, tell it what I'm going to go live about, and give me suggestions for what I for it's going to give me some suggestions for titles. Then it's going to write my SEO, and I've already gotten to that point. And then it's going to write an email for me. What the issue, I was trying to get it to go through a server to send the email, but it doesn't seem to be able to schedule a campaign through the email. I want to see if I could get it to still schedule the campaign through the browser, but still send through the email, or through the email through the chat. But I'm still just figuring that part out. But as of now, I got it to where I could send emails from my Claude chat, but it seems to be more direct to one email address, in like send it to so and so of my contacts, versus sending it to my entire email list, which I got to figure that part out. And then I also am working out how to make it so when Streamlabs goes live, I want it to automatically send out those emails. So whichever integration I'm able to do to get that to work, I'm going to get it to work. So, but I kind of got distracted in a little side thing, because I was like looking up all the different integrations and the different servers, because I was working on that high level one. And I want to say, instead of me going down all these rabbit holes of building everything from scratch, I can go see what's out there, test it, and if I like it, the thing that I love about Claude, do I save my live videos for replay? Yeah, I do. I do. And I just started streaming, doing the vertical and horizontal, so two different algorithms. I'm not sure that really matters for the live stream replay, but But yeah, so use a tool. May need. So let me just see what it. I'm just gonna dive in. This should be a self-running, self-funding, self-maintaining business in a box. Because the thing about it is like anything about automating. People talk about making money. So there, let's just like do it. Yeah, and I do a save. People talk about making money with AI, and the thing is that all it like, yeah, the rabbit holes are very deep. Um, sure, just go ahead, start. This is going to take a while. Um, I feel like it's going to start replacing all the different steps. So if you could build, what is a business making money online? You go and acquire leads. You go nurture those leads and you make sales to those leads, or you make an offer. Like that's really what it comes down to, right? So if you use AI to automate lead generation, so whatever it is, whether it's you go create videos, whether you're going, engaging automatically on Facebook, whether your AI is going and placing ads and you're getting leads that way, and then it's actually, if it's able to go get you those good leads, if you get the AI to go and collect you good leads, and then you have other automations that are able to go and follow up with those leads and make sales to those leads. Now you technically, if you automate the lead generation, automate the follow up and the nurture, and then automate the sale, but you create a brain that it's learning what, like if a video or like a lead generation source is not actually, if a lead generation source is not actually going to produce leads, then it will figure something else out. So I like the idea of creating something where it has a manager that's saying, oh, this is not doing well, so let's go and figure out the next way to get leads. And then, oh, our emails aren't delivering as well, let's figure out the problem. And then you have like that layer of the AI that's managing your emails, like, oh, let's figure out better subject lines, let's figure out, maybe there's a problem with your server, maybe you need to warm it up, all the different reasons why you might need to actually do that. So let's see, what's it, for me it's setting up workflows and building it. um, yeah, so like I just, so setting up the workflows and building it, what I had to do in my head, and that's kind of the reason why I structured things this way. Kind of here, let me put it in the gallery form. I guess not that. That's not the gallery form. That is the gallery. Icons. Like this. So I created two. I knew that there was sometimes I have like private projects, right? So I formatted in this way where I have a folder, and this is the working folder for Claude, and I have a private, which is just private stuff. Maybe it's like some I'm working on in secret, whatever, and it's not public. I just don't want it to pop up in front of everybody. So then I have like the business brain, which has my two channels that I kind of work on. One's this one, Entrepreneur's Toolbox, and then the other one is Unblocking the Blockchain, which is a crypto channel. Complete, but they have like all the information about those channels in here in these folders. And as I continuously feed more data to it, they'll populate these folders even more and more and more. And then I have experiments, which is basically stuff that I'm kind of like playing around with, which don't really have a home in a workflow yet. And then I have my operating system, which in the operating system, it's just different skills that I'm building out and workflows. They have, and it just, I have this readme .md, and every time that it starts an operation, it reads this file and it catches it up and it basically turns it into my AI personal assistant for that workflow. So what I did here was like I knew that I needed to create this live workflow, and it's created that for me. I knew that I might be grabbing affiliate links, so I created an affiliate registry so I can give it a affiliate link that I have, and the company, and then I also gave it the credentials to log into the back office so it can get updates on my analytics for my affiliate programs. And then what it also did is it created a tracking program so it could track my affiliate links. So I just had to give it one link, and then if I post something on YouTube, it will give me one link and say, that way I can know where all my traffic is coming from. Then I had I'm creating a content factory, which right now the first wave of that is to take my video, analyze it, and create using Remotion, which I have that right here, which is part of the its own package. Which I have Remotion generate infographic type animations that I could place over my video. So I could just have a video, I could have my concept, I get my hook ready, and I could just start. Like I come right here, I pop open like Descript, and I can record the video however I want to do it. Where'd I go? There you go. If I want to record using a remote Descript or whatever, and then I just have basically a talking head at that point or a screen capture, and now I could cut in animations that are about what I wanted. But I wanted to have animations that are consistent, so I created a skill that actually creates consistent. Do I have any information on how to set this up? Well, I'm going live about this stuff, and then I'm going to create more consistent or like structured in like tutorials. But my best advice to set this stuff up is to just start. So if you want, like I do have like some information in I have like a resource that I created that's just my AI, how I make money with AI. But one of them I just added that has like my integration with High Level in there. But and you can go there. It's the link on the screen. But that's where I just put everything. But what I would say would be my best advice is go and grab Claude desktop. You need to have the paid plan though, just so you know, which it's $20 a month. But I have the $100 a month plan right now because I'm using it a lot. So what you get with that is you're able to use these two. When you have regular free Claude, you're only going to get this tab right here, and you only get it in the browser or the phone. But when you have it, you have Claude Cowork and you have Claude Code. Currently experience downgrade. Oh no, something's wrong with that. I haven't even messed full throttle with Claude Code yet. I'm still messing with Claude Cowork. And what it does is you can give it access to a folder on your computer or a series of folders, and then it can go do a work for it. So the best way that I would say is you give it an end goal, and it will go and figure out how to accomplish it. That's the best way that I could describe it. So I say I need you to send an email from the chat. It will go and do its best. It may not be the only solution. Yeah, but go and tell it be as detailed as you can be, but tell it what you want your end goal to be. So you already got this part. So things that you should have that I'm already seeing that you want to have set up. You want to make sure that you want to have, where is it? You want to have whatever connectors you that connect with, like I have it check my Canva folders, and then like you want to have Google Drive, whatever you're going to connect it through. See, I have my custom one that I created. Just get those all connected because it will save you a lot of time. Oh yeah, the way that I set it up. The reason why I set it up that way, I like it just because that's the way that my brain works, and I wanted to be able to chat with the chat in the same structure that my file structure was. So in the chat, I call these lists. Like here, make a list. I don't call them folders in there. I could probably just call them folders, but now I have a folder that has these subgroups, and like this is the it's just like everything that would be a new business that I would start. So say I started like a new YouTube channel, I could create a yeah, create a new YouTube channel, and it would actually create that would be like a new business, but that new business may use all of these pieces. So I'm this is the basically the brain that is running the business, but then this is like the unique data that's unique to that business, and this is the operating system that I could just plug into any business that I want. Like right here, I have skills pipeline. That what that one is I have it analyze the flow of that and see if there's a new skill that it could either find or that I could create to fill in that gap to make. And then I have like I have one that will actually audit all of the flows and see if it's using the least amount of tokens because that's kind of the idea. The cost of this is how many tokens it's costing. So if you can create a workflow that uses less tokens, then you technically have a better automation that you've created. So yeah, but it's one of the first things that I've realized. It's quite literally you have a problem, go to your chat, ask it to figure out the problem, and if it can figure out the problem, it's going to find whatever route to the solution it can. If it there is no solution, then it will actually code a solution, which I think is mind blowing to me. Oh, thank you, appreciate it. Mm, thanks for following. Yeah, I got to figure out how to like clone that. I think what I could do, because I wanted to get this all kind of like fleshed out. I think I could do it as a plugin. Pretty sure that I could just take a plugin and just I know it's my technically my lead magnet, just so you know the flow of it. But if you want to grab this the resource, I always just post those things in here for free. I'm not like charging for any of them like some people are doing, but just I'll just post it in this Google sheet, just grab it, and then I just like anytime I have a resource, I just add it in here, and anything. So you can go ahead and grab that. It's the link that's on the screen right there, or wherever it is. But yeah, I don't like. I'm really like that's another reason I need automations. I'm really hard at being a hard seller. Let the AI do all the selling for me. But I do believe I can create a automation. I just want to get those that like the ecosystem fleshed out, and then I'm just going to post a plugin. Pretty sure that I could even ask because you have where is it? I think it's just I don't know how to actually create it. I probably could just ask it to create the plugin for me. So I could add plugins. These are like the plugins. If you haven't looked through here, these are like the plugins that are default that are built into Claude that they give you like official ones, like these ones. And these are ones if you added one, you click here. So say I give you the thing, you could either go grab one from GitHub or you just upload it. But if I gave you the plugin that would be my template, you would just add it in here, and you'd have to say you trust it. But yeah, I'll definitely do that for you, and whoever else wants it. Yeah. But yeah, I have basically experiment. So I have like viral AI shorts. So I've been creating like those, like everybody's seen those skeleton shorts everywhere. I've been working on, I have some tools that I use to make those for one of my faceless channels. And I'm trying to work on a workflow that will automate even more of that because we don't want, then I have like some crypto stuff that I do. I'll put in here. I haven't even added anything into that folder yet. Um, and then operating system again. It's the affiliate registry, and it just has a skill that will grab my affiliate links. So I'll just say, hey, I have a new tool. Let's call it Algro, which is that tool for the affiliate or for the AI uh, viral AI videos. And then what it does is it takes that skill and it just records those things in the JSON. Um, it's not like it's keeping it private or copy like password protected or anything, but it keeps those things in this JSON. So, say you have your affiliate link, and then what it will do is it will actually create a tracking link. So I could tell, say, if I want it to go to, I'll show you right here actually. So I have like this one right here. So, for instance, this is I had it create a tracking link right here. So I can grab, see, that's a link right here. It says go high level. But if I click edit link, you see the link. It says the actual affiliate link for go high level ends right here after my referral, which is referral equals dunk. Yeah, like a plugin would kind of be like a bundle. That would be the best way to put it. Like a plugin will install an ecosystem, while a skill is just one task. So you could create a plugin that's like all of it. Um, I I haven't reached the limit on the $100 plan yet. I just upgraded the other day, and I was consistently reaching the limit on the $20 plan. And I'm feeling like right now I'm feeling like at my current pace, I think the $100 plan will do me okay. I'm building a lot, and I find that when I'm building, it's going to use up a lot more tokens. But I'm going to see how things work once I start doing a lot of automations or scheduled tasks. That's when I'm going to start seeing if it's going to be enough. So if it's I'm using this to make money, so the goal is to not just do it for, if it's costing me $200 a month or even more. If it makes more money than that, it's okay. But I get how just a casual user it might not be great. But if it if you're able to use it to, say, think about like a something you're paying a subscription for, and go and see if you can code a replacement for that so you can go cancel it. That's what I kind of think of, like what services can I cancel and pay them the $100 instead. Kind of works. Yeah, yeah. I mean, so they break it up into that like 4 hour gaps. So I would hit those thresholds. Say if I went into like a vibe coding session, I would probably hit that threshold in like 45 minutes to an hour. Then I'd have to stop for like, or go slower, or uh, go for an hour, and then I'd have to wait like 3 hours to do anything more with the $20 plan, at least at my pace. But yeah, so I was saying is like this right here, it actually created a tracking code, so AI profit checklist. So it created that tag, and now I'll be able to go to the chat and say how many times have people clicked uh, uh, the high level affiliate link through my AI profit checklist, and as long as I have that link everywhere here on this site or this sheet, it will tell me what traffic has actually converted through to a click. Um, is it possible to automate workflows that can post on TikTok? So to post on TikTok, you don't even need to worry about, like, you can go, like, I was talking about a tool that I use, High Level. They have a whole TikTok like scheduling. You don't need to have there's and even if you're not using them, there are a whole bunch of them that will post on TikTok. Um, there's ones that will just, if you're just looking to post on X, you can actually do that natively on X by scheduling. Um, but and then YouTube as well, you can do that natively. Um, or you could have it auto post. But again, I like this one just because it will actually post to all your different. I don't know if that, see, they have a example of like posting to all of them on here, but you don't have to use this one. I'm just saying there's a bunch of options. But um, where's the but I like that one. But as far as X, you could just go to Claude Code and say, "Hey, I want you to uh, do this engage on X with for me." And what it will do is it will launch um, you, because I've given it access to. See, I'm gonna come here because I've given it access to things like the Claude in Chrome. And if you come over here, I mean, like I'm using Chrome right now, actually, so I guess I can. There's the Chrome extension. Um, where is the pop up? They always keep on redesigning this. Yeah, oh yeah, and skills. Like if you ever have a thing, you can clone the skills. Yeah. Oops. But yeah, so it would do that, and I've seen like I mean we were looking at our other list earlier, right? So here, oh we haven't looked too deep into this. Research complete. Oh, this was my deep research I was doing earlier. Should we take a look? Ah, did some bachelor research. I guess I'll need to dive into this later. Have it read it to me. Can I just hit the button? Have it read it to me? What's this? Source and activity. Yes, they keep on redesigning everything. It drives me crazy too. Oh, I like that. It's giving me all my data, my sources. Cool. All right, I'll dive into that later, but that's a nice chunk of data right here for me to. That's my go on a hike or something. Cool. There we go. I lost my train of thought. How do I make? Are you talking about ChatGPT? ChatGPT, you can make it read to you. I don't know if you could have it in the deep research. That's what I don't see right here. But on like a normal chat like this, you would just come right here where there's these three dots. I don't know. You can see where my mouse is. Three dots, and I could say like this is the last response that it gave me right here. And I do find that it seems to be glitching a little bit in Safari recently, but
I'm checking both the repo itself and what people are saying around it so I can separate
so
popular
then it just reads it to you.
directory from actually trusted slash useful. I've got the basics.
Some of the other ones they have it like Gemini. Like we just had this one right here. Gemini has it as well. I think you have to click the three dots and you hit listen.
To ensure a perfect cinematic flow, we'll use a locked camera.
I find that the ChatGPT voice sounds the best. Uh, and then with Claude, I haven't actually, at least not in the Claude, I haven't found any text like voice agent, which is fine. It's not its purpose, but I don't think that Claude will read to you. Claude does have the feature. Let's find out. Run multiple tasks at once with Coworker. It's just because I'm in the browser. I'm already in that plan. Don't yell at me. All right. I'm not able to read my replies aloud. I'm a text-based AI and don't have the ability to generate or play audio. Okay. I'm sure there's some sort of like third party connection that you could add to do it, like Whisper stuff. Like I've actually been looking at that because I just got Whisper, and whew, it's so much better. So I was so yeah, like I get it, but I do honestly think ChatGPT's voice agent is the best one. Like as far as like it's sounding like a normal person chatting and not like a robot. Yeah, I've been testing it. I haven't installed it on the computer yet, but I was testing it on my phone. Like I could even just show you how. So I'm always like going on things like hikes and stuff, and I get ideas when I'm on those hikes, right? And that's great, but I don't want like the volume that I'm talking even right now. I'm the kind of person that like I would not want to disturb somebody else's peace, so I could dictate my notes, or I wouldn't like. Also, like it's nobody's business. I got to throw it on my computer too. I think I already after just trying it, I got to do it. It's but to be able to what is it? Here we go. And I had this idea. I was going like I'm at the beach and I was like collecting all of the seashells by the seashore. It was crazy. Yeah, it was. And then I ate chocolate pudding. You know that this stuff makes total sense. But I'm talking very quietly, and now I'm putting the phone like way over here, way over here, way over here, and then I'm saying stuff like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and whatever weird things like Bitcoin, blockchain, AI, Claude, all sorts of weird things, algorithms, and all sorts of fun stuff. Okay, let's see. It said, then I had this idea. I was going like, I have. What's my opinion on AI agency setup and workflow for? I mean, what's my opinion for? Um, my opinion is like these AI, like you have tasks that are in a business. And if you have like an employee, what is a typical employee typically doing? They are all what they're doing is they are doing a set of tasks over and over again. The thing that makes the employee the thing that makes the employee kind of unique and useful is that they're able to go back and they have knowledge about the task that they're doing. So my thought is like if you have the data of the task and then it's able to go and automate all of these things that an employee was able to do, you now could pretty much replace an employee. And now if you're thinking an employee, you'd have to pay an employee. How much do you want to get paid? So as a business owner, you completely cut out that employee from being needed in that workflow. Now, so that's why I look at myself as like the CEO. And now I could put employees, AI agents, and I think OpenClaw could be considered like the manager of those agents to work to go and do tasks. Now, there's still limitations with the current version, but it's only going to get better. So I feel like what we're the stage that we're in right now is that we are able to build business automations to replace employees in real world businesses. And a lot of businesses aren't going to want to just piecemeal replacing one employee. They're going to want to have a business in a box. So if you rebuild your entire business with the idea of like every single job that can be done with an AI agent is done by that, and then you manage those AI agents with something like open Claude that can manage all the AI agents. Now you basically have a workflow, and the only thing that humans have to do is wherever there's a gap that AI can't do yet or automate. And I think that this is going to be like one of the biggest upheavals in in probably history on jobs, just because our jobs, like, they can't be anything that can be automated is going to get automated. It's just going to happen. Everything is going to get automated. There's not going to be any question about that. And it's going to create a whole bunch of new jobs. And I feel like it's going to shift the people that create the solutions for businesses now, that have them ready to sell business in a box solutions to businesses. We're going to be so, this is like the gold mine moment where we build these ecosystems, and then when the businesses finally go like, oh, I need this, they're going to come to people like us that already have a solution ready to hand to them, because they don't want to go and, be in the trenches and figure things out manually like we're doing. They just want to be handed a solution and just hit the button and implement it. And we're going to be the ones in the trenches figuring it out. But then we're also going to be the ones that are going to be there to sell it. And if you really think about it, we could build businesses that are ready to sell to those businesses that aren't ready now. We get ready, we sell, and then our sales will just go up. That's at least how I think it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Like, so yeah, it is kind of game over. So it's like it's game over for people that don't take advantage of it. Like, I have no doubt that this is going to completely wipe out a whole bunch of jobs, but it's also going to create new ones. And like, if you had people like the business owners are here right now and say you're here, this is the opportunity for you to leapfrog those people, and you're now the business above them because you took the opportunity to build the structure that you knew that they were going to need in a few months or a year. But you can still make money along the way. I just think it's going to progressively get to a point, but we can have businesses that build themselves. I think that's mind boggling now. But point of the flow is that you automate everything in a real world business that you can remove human need. We now can, understand our analytics. We understand our videos that we're making. We understand the videos performance that we're making. We understand the email performance. We understand our sales performance. And now that there's a one brain that understands all of that stuff, then that we can reference. And then every time that there is an email sent, that brain just gets smarter. Every time that you post a new video or post a new post on social media or do a new ad campaign, that brain just gets smarter about what worked and what didn't. And you're just going to be able to kind of implement on whatever your goal is. Like, build the business and send it out in the world. Like, I have ideas on stuff to do. I'm still pretty new on all this stuff myself, but you know, I think that we're really ahead, and as long those of us who take action are going to really reap the benefits. That's what I really believe. 1 second, I need to take a drink of water. What time is it? Hmm. What's that? Thanks for hanging out with me. Just kind of went down a rabbit hole of things to talk about on here. Well, yeah, cool. But yeah, I think that I'm probably gonna wrap it up for now. Just I'm kind of starting to lose my voice. But thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna do more of these lives. I work on this on my own time, and then yeah, we're learning together. Exactly. I'm gonna do more of these lives. I'm gonna share my results. Again, grab the stuff. It's all for free. I'm not charging for any of that stuff. I make most of my income online through affiliate commissions, things like affiliate, recurring affiliate. So I like the idea of just giving away everything to help people that I learn, and then I can make money through affiliate commissions instead of charging people. I could all learn together for free. I wish, it's all the good stuff. All right, I'm gonna take off for now, but thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be live streaming again soon. If not today, then I'll be live streaming tomorrow. All right, have a good one. See you in the next one. Oh, is your live? Yes, all my lives are available for replay. I had to leave them all up for replay, and I'll be doing